good morning, beautiful, beautiful people. Rise and shine, Nigeria. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria on this wonderful Wednesday, where we here to inject some midweek magic into your morning routine. Welcome, everybody, to Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, guys, can you feel the pulse of excitement and energy and enthusiasm? Because, Edgar has definitely got it covered,
yes.
Right? And I hope you can feed into that excitement because it's palpable and we're ready to go. I would like you to get on this ride with us, guys, because we can't do this without you.
Yes, we cannot do this without you guys, and I'm super excited because take a look at Em. Em is looking beautiful.
Ooh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow, Wednesdays are like a breath of fresh air. You know, a chance to pause, to just reflect, and to just recharge before diving into the other part of the week. And we are here to make sure that you have a great time and that you're enjoying the show all through the way.
Right. It's funny because Wednesday is actually my favorite day of the week.
Oh,
for some
real?
funny reason. I don't know, maybe it's because the middle of the week. But it's also an opportunity to find beauty in the ordinary, to discover joy in the everyday moments, and to savor the journey as we move closer to our goals. I hope you're ready. What are your goals for this week? What were your goals for the week? Are you achieving them so far?
Yeah, my goal for the week is to make sure that your goal happens. That's my goal for the week. My goal for the week is to make sure your goal happens. That's all.
How do you ensure that my goal is happening?
By asking you what your goal for the week was. And then making sure that you're doing your goal. That's my goal. If you go, I go. Just like that. If you go, I go. Just like that.
You know what I wanted to say to you, Edgar? So, anyways, guys, let's get right into today's show. But hey, remember to use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC while sending in your comments. My name is Emil Koche.
And my name is Edgar Ariaka. Now, please do not forget to use the hashtag like she mentioned, and you can also watch us live from anywhere in the world. Just head on to tvcentertainment.tv. You see our beautiful faces.
Right. Before you do that, you need to download the app. We're available on the Google or iOS store. We're also live on GOTV channel 27 and UHF band 49.
Yeah, we are also on X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We're everywhere at tvc.entertainment. I know you guys noticed that it has changed. You know, it's now tvc.entertainment. Now,
right.
make sure
used to be
TVC Entertainment underscore.
Right.
But, you know, we had some issues with the account. We're trying to get that back. But in the meantime, you can follow tvc.entertainment.
Yeah.
And make sure you're following us, guys. Please make sure you're following us and drop a comment from time to time, all right? We would love that.
Would like you to join us on today's adventure. Share your wisdom. Wednesday wisdom wins, and well, I wouldn't say failures, but I'll just say wins.
Yeah.
Just use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria across all social media platforms. We'll dive into what we have on the show today. First off, we have our chef who's going to be giving us an amazing culinary experience today. Chef Reggie is in the kitchen for today.
Wow.
And today she has a flavorful dish of soft boiled yam sprinkled with mackerel fish sauce. You know, yam is one of my favorite meals.
For real?
Well, I love yam.
Do you know my
Pounded
favorite
yam,
meal?
boiled yam, fried yam, any kind of yam.
Yeah,
give it to me and I'll eat it.
Oh, that's lovely. That's
What's
lovely.
yours?
It's yam as well.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I love yam a lot. As a matter of fact, all meals are my favorite. I love everything. If it is edible, I'll take it.
Edgar, bye.
All right, we're kicking off the musical performance of the day with Samuel Gift Austin, popularly known as Boy Judah. Now, this guy is a talented musician with a diverse and versatile music style. Now, I can't wait for this guy to come here and give us some amazing tunes and take us all the way.
Guess what, guys? Today on DIY, I'm going to be giving you some lowdown on kitchen hacks, right? Well, with a bit of recycling, but more of kitchen hacks.
Wow.
Yes, and of course, we also have wellness, and of course, we have Bukola Essien, who'll be joining us for that one later on.
I can't wait for that. I mean, it's a super packed show.
Yes, it is.
If I can call it super packed, yes.
Yes, it is.
Super packed.
It rained last night.
Yes.
And yes.
Yes.
I love when it rains because then the weather is cool. But then I really hope that it's going to rain today. It's the 9th day in the month of April 2025, and you're watching Wake Up Nigeria. We're about to give you some news updates. My name is Emel Kwache. We are staying with developments in Borno State, where Governor Babagana Zulum has expressed concern over escalating attacks by Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists across the country. He wants the federal government and security agents to take decisive action before the situation gets out of control. Senior reporter Jesse Tafida has more details.
Over the past months, communities in Borno have recorded several attacks by insurgents. Some villages and military outposts have been dislodged in Sabongari, Wajiroko and Wulgo. Today, Governor Babagana Zulum holds an urgent security meeting to address the issue. Members of the Security Council, traditional leaders and heads of security agencies are present. Governor Babagana Zulum says the federal government should focus more on the northeast, especially Borno State, which borders 3 nations, in its effort to combat terrorism in Nigeria.
We want to appeal to the federal government also to ensure that the northeastern part of Nigeria receives the desired attention. A lot of foreign insurgents are coming into Nigeria. So if nothing is being done, the state will be in turmoil again. I believe the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will not accept this one, and the Nigerian armed forces will not accept this one.
Governor Zulum wants all hands on deck to ensure that the state continues to enjoy its relative peace. He called on security operatives to increase their efforts in fighting insurgency by taking the fight to the insurgents.
While we appreciate the tremendous support of the federal government of Nigeria, the tremendous support of the Nigerian military, as well as paramilitary, the police, the DSS, civil defense, and others, in maintaining law and order in the state, we also have to say the truth. Otherwise, all the gains that we have made so far will be a mirage.
The governor reaffirmed his commitment in supporting the military and other security agencies operating in Borno State to meet their goals of combating the state insurgency. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
Now to the foreign scene. Indonesia has announced a spate of concessions for U.S. imports, including reducing taxes on electronic goods and steel ahead of trade negotiations with Washington. The Southeast Asia's biggest economy will send a high-level delegation to the United States next week, seeking a deal to ease the impact of 32% tariff due to take effect. The country's chief economic minister, Erlangga Hartarto, who will lead Indonesia's delegation to the U.S., said Indonesia plans to buy liquefied petroleum gas, liquefied natural gas, and soybeans from the United States as part of the negotiation efforts. Indonesia's main exports to the U.S. include electronics, clothing, and footwear. And that's all we can take on the news for now. Wake Up Nigeria continues. Stay with us. We're back. Thanks for staying with us. Welcome to the kitchen. Today with us is Chef Reggie.
Hi,
morning. How you doing?
I'm fine.
So it turns out that you're making one of my favorite dishes.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Boiled yam and mackerel fish sauce.
Yes.
Mackerel fish can also be Titus fish.
Yes,
it depends on how.
Fish.
Great. So let's talk about the ingredients.
Okay. I might just run you through the
ingredients.
ingredients. Okay, so we are going to be making use of pepper mix. This consists of habanero and tatashe shombo, and then we have onion here. Okay. We have a seasoning cube. We have ginger and garlic powder. We have our masala here, and also our fish spice, very important for the fish. Okay. And also we have our tomato paste. We have our groundnut oil, salt, the yam itself, and the mackerel or Titus fish itself. And I'm going to be adding a little bit of, twist to it. Okay. So I'm going to be making use of this curry leaf. Okay. Just to add to the spice and everything.
Just add to the taste.
Yes.
You know, because there's a certain taste that curry leaf actually gives, or flavor, to your sauces. Okay, absolutely love it. I mean, I feel like you could also substitute with scent leaf.
Yes, you can.
Or
yes, you can.
Scent leaf. Right.
Scent leaf works better.
Yeah, scent leaf works really nice. There's a certain, and that's because I made fish stew over the weekend, right? And then I was like, I need to add something more vegetable,
something green.
Yeah, something green. And then I was like, ooh. Scent leaf. I also wanted something, that was going to add just that stint of flavor to not too much,
not so
but
much.
just just a stint of it.
Yes.
And it worked. It worked. And
curry leaf also does that.
Yeah, and let's not also forget that these vegetables are high in antioxidants, and they have a lot of nutritional benefits that you shouldn't sleep on. Right. So let's get cooking. Is there any special process to your own cooking of yam?
There's really no special process. Aside putting the yam in the pot, adding my salt, a little bit of onion, then some water, and just cover to cook, like steam it. Yes, so, and leave it for about 20-30 minutes, and we are done with that. That's just for the yam. And for the fish, I'm going to pan fry it a bit. Okay. Yeah, just to get that smoky flavor. Then I'll further cook it. Then after cooking it, I'll flake it, debone it. Okay. Then I'll fry my sauce and season and everything. Then I'll add the mackerel fish the last, and then I'll sprinkle my curry leaf. Curry leaf. Yes, and that's it.
Fantastic. Yes. It seems like a very easy recipe.
Very easy.
But well, it's easy in a kind of way. It is easy actually, because I think the bulk of the work basically is in the prepping.
Yeah, the prepping basically.
Especially when you're working with tomatoes and pepper, the blending.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
And then the yam, peeling of the yam also. It's kind of...
Yeah, peeling of the yam can be work. Yeah, but the minute you put it on the heat and, you just get cooking. Yes. Now, I'm also worried what's the condiment that consists of masala.
Okay, so masala is just...
Because I don't know how to use it and when to use it and where to use it.
Okay, so I'm going to break it down.
Right.
Masala consists of curry powder, thyme, rosemary, and oregano.
So oregano, thyme, curry powder, and rosemary. And thyme.
Yes, and thyme also. So if you were to use masala, a little bit of masala, you've literally added a little bit of all those spices. It's like combined. Yeah, so you don't need to, if you're using masala, you don't need to use curry again, thyme again, rosemary again. So just use masala a little bit, and then you're going to get all the flavors.
Because I have like 2 jars of masala, and I keep staring at them like, so that it's not an overkill, right? Yes. I'm not exactly know how to. I don't know how to use it
in the right proportion.
Where to use it.
Yes,
and even when to use it, because I'm like.
So you can use it for your sauces, your jollof rice, your fried rice, your stews. Yes, they come out really nice. Yes.
And your fried rice, I would imagine that it would give it that flavor that it needs.
And the color also.
And the color.
Yes.
And also gives it that oregano flavor as well.
Yes, it would.
I love oregano, maybe because of the way it's pronounced. Oregano. All right, so let's get cooking. What do you need help with? Well, I don't need to
the ignition. I don't know if there's anything special about the ignition.
I'm just going to help you put this on. Right? Oh, wow. Now that's on. And I'm just going to use... Okay, now that's on. So you decide on, which of the
faces.
Yes, you want to use, and then you could just control it right here.
Okay.
If you're just joining us, guys, with me is Chef Reggie, right? And this morning, she's going to be making boiled yam with mackerel fish sauce. The kids are on holiday right now. I think they're absolutely going to love this for breakfast. It took a really long time for me to incorporate yam into my kids' dish. It took a really, really long time. But eventually I said, guys, you're going to eat yam. You're going to eat it. And they ate it. So now, we try to make it very fun for them so that they can enjoy it. I guess because it's hard.
It's hard. And kids can be very picky when it comes to food.
Yes,
especially when it's not flavored. When you're giving them plain yam,
they're like, right. So funny enough, I actually do not even serve it as plain. I always make it into a porridge or, try to make it into yamarita.
Oh, nice.
just something fun.
Yes.
You know, make it more fun and exciting.
Next time
for
you can
them so that
try
they can
cutting
enjoy.
the yam with shapes.
Yeah, so that's what we also do. We cut them into shapes so that, you know, they could also, you know,
Have
say
fun
something
with
like,
it.
"Oh,
Yes,
it's nice,
yes,
it
yes,
looks
yes,
good."
yes, yes.
Okay, fantastic. And then, I mean, if you don't have yam, you could also do potatoes. Are yams, are they cheap now?
Not really, but then it's still affordable.
Yeah,
It's
like,
still affordable,
because
like 2K,
we are
1.5-ish.
okay. It's not New Yam Festival season yet.
Yes.
It's still far away.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think you can still find at an affordable rate. But then again, I feel if you don't have or can't afford yam, you can also use sweet potatoes.
Yes, that works
Sweet potatoes are very affordable right now.
Yes.
And it's the rainy season, so one would expect that, you know, most of our crops that are sold will be, you know, sold at
Harvested,
you know, at a very cheaper price.
Yes.
But then again, we're going to get cooking in a bit. We're just waiting for you know, to come up, and we're going to put the yam on in a pot and then get cooking. No special process. Our mackerel fish sauce, we're going to, when we come back, guys, we're going to take you through the process on that. But hey, while we are prepping things right here in the kitchen, we have our performer, Boy Judah, with Edgar.
I can see what you did there, Boy Judah with Edgar. Nice, nice, nice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for some great music. What is Wake Up Nigeria without great music, right? Now, this young guy, Boy Judah, will be showcasing his unique blend of Afrofusion, hip-hop, R&B, and he's also an amazing gospel singer as well. Now, he has an EP titled God in Dreams, and you guys should check that out. Now, we have the amazing Boy Judah with us in the studio. How you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm good.
I just like your style. You're just dripping anointing oil, and then, you know, you're dropping some Holy Ghost right there, you know.
It's all swag for Jesus. It's all swag for
Swag
the
for
Lord.
Jesus.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes,
That's beautiful. I like that
Yes,
swag. You should name one of your tracks Swag for Jesus. What do you think?
Yes, I will. I'm working on a new project, so maybe I'll just add that to
Maybe
it.
you add it, right?
I'll add that to
That's
it.
beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now tell us, yes, because with people you're like yourself with the title Boy Judah,
Yes,
I
sir.
can tell that the name is
Yes.
from Judah from the
the
Bible,
from the tribe of-
and boy because
yes,
you're
sir.
young. But what
Yes,
happens
sir.
when you get old? Are you gonna change it to Man Judah or Uncle Judah? Or?
No, so we still remain Judah, so we might just remove the boy after time, just like what.
Yeah, like all Whiskey and all the rest have been doing big wheeze. I see
so
what
we
you
just
did.
keep the Judah. So the Judah is the main thing.
Yeah, the
add
boy is just the
And
swag
one
that
of
comes
the-
with it.
Yes, and one of the reasons why we have the boy in it right now is because when we do search, and a lot of Judah in it.
Okay.
So just to add that.
Yeah, just to
difference
bring you
in-
out, just
yes,
to, you know,
exactly.
make it different
So
as well.
by the time we get to the spotlight, the top, you already know the brand.
Yeah, Boy Judah,
so it
Boy
will be easy
Judah. I
for you
like
to
that.
find.
I like that as
Yes,
well.
sir.
Oh, finally, your EP is out. I'm just
Yes,
wondering
sir.
the inspiration there. Did you call God or did God call you?
So-
What's going on? Tell us.
So the EP is a beautiful something. I was just talking. The concept behind it is me talking to God about my dreams and ambition, and also relating to people around the world that whatever your dreams and ambition is going to be in life, pursue it, but do not forget God. So this is God and dreams together. I'm chasing God and I'm chasing my dreams at
Okay,
the same time.
would you like to share with Wake Up Nigeria one of your biggest
course,
dreams? The
of
biggest
course.
dream you have. Just tell us your biggest dream.
well,
Let's know. This is a
well-
secret here, just between two of us. No one is listening. Trust me.
Yes,
They're not
of
listening
course.
at the back. You
No.
guys are not listening, right?
No, no.
Cool. Okay, just tell me.
All right, so one of my biggest dreams is to become like the biggest, entertainer in the world, but
Wow.
yet for Christ.
Oh, wow. You know what I'm going to do at this point? I think I'll probably just leave you,
Yes,
and then
sir.
you can just blow us
Thank you so
away
much.
and
Thank
give
you.
us some amazing
so
tunes right now.
Yes, sir.
It's your turn. Let's go.
No, yeah. He's your boy Judah. Glory to God, oh, for the pains and the struggles. I'm saying I'm grateful, Lord, oh, for providing my daily cares, oh. Glory to God, oh, many things I can afford, oh. Some people they live in wars, oh. Some get food they no fit chop, oh. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Me, I must testify. Me, I must testify. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Me, I must testify. Me, I must testify. I can't deny this pressure is making me losing my night. I'm walking, they thinking I'm losing my mind. Don't call me if you know that you gon' waste my time. I'm fasting, I'm praying, Lord, when is my time? I'm still here believing got time. Be jumping and praising, I'm next on the line. The wait now is over, it's my time to shine. Yeah, they can relate, Lord. Only you knows how it feels, Lord. Be praying you take all my pains, Lord. Cause on your foot on my faith, Lord. I'm getting older. With so many things on my shoulder. This music I pray make it blow now. Cause I got nothing, I'm taking home now. Glory to God, oh, for the pains and the struggles. I'm saying I'm grateful, Lord, oh, for providing my daily cares, oh. Glory to God, oh, many things I can afford, oh. Some people they live in war, so some get food they no fit job, oh. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Me, I must testify. Me, I must testify. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Me, I must testify. Me, I must testify. They got the eyes on me, but I got my eyes on you. They got the hopes on me, but I got my hopes on you. They all rely on me, and then I rely on you. They all depend on me, and then I depend on you. Me, I must testify.
And we are back.
Yes, yes, yes.
Coffee Gist. My favorite segment on the show, your favorite segment on the show. It has to be your favorite segment on the show because I know
our
people like to
favorite, yes.
gossip.
Yes, they like
And
gist.
gist.
They like stories.
Like stories. All right. We also have Chef Reggie will be joining us as well in
Yes.
today's conversation. And that's because she looks like she likes gossip.
All right, so what do you have for us?
So yes, on the streets of X last night while I was perusing through,
Okay.
I
What
came
happened?
across this interesting gist. So a particular lady is calling out another particular lady who rented an Airbnb apartment. So according to her, she's trying to find the girl because the girl rented this particular Airbnb apartment in Lekki. So while she was there, she called the management to tell them that there's a fault with the AC, that it's not cooling properly, right?
Okay. All right.
So the electrician gets there, he checks, and then he says to her that, oh, there's actually absolutely nothing wrong with the AC. That, you know how sometimes the weather is so hot and it affects the cooling units of the AC and it doesn't, cool properly. So that was what the problem is. So now they offered to, okay, since you're having issues with that, can we put you in a different apartment? And then she insisted that she doesn't want a different apartment, that she wants them to work on the AC. Anyways, apparently she was having a shoot in the apartment and it was important for her. Maybe she loved the aesthetics, in the apartment, and that's why she insisted that she didn't want to change the apartment. And because she was also doing a shoot, because, she just didn't walk into the apartment and saw the aesthetics and loved it for the shoot. She already you know how they process it before you get
some clips of her entering the room, probably like
no, she must have when you're about to rent a shortlet or an Airbnb, you've seen the
space,
apartment.
yes.
Exactly. So in her mind, since she was using it for a shoot, she was prepared to use that apartment for the shoot. Anyway, in a nutshell, since they couldn't move her into another apartment because she didn't want another apartment, there was a back and forth, and eventually she left the apartment. She damaged a few properties in the apartment before she left the apartment. And so they're calling her out now and saying, hey babe, we are going to find you because you need to pay for these damages. And it just caused quite a conversation on social media because people were talking and calling her out, some people called out the Airbnb management, some people called the lady out, and so I'd like to know what Reggie's thoughts are, because she gets to work with a lot of people.
Well, to be very honest, those people that rent out Airbnb, they can be very annoying. I, for one, have been in a situation where in a rented Airbnb, and there was no light all through the night. And we were meant to celebrate a birthday party.
There was no
light, and then the gen couldn't come on.
Wow.
It was during the fuel scarcity. They didn't provide fuel, and it was a lot of mess.
Wow.
We were upset, but as Christians,
that's not Airbnb, no. That was just
That's a
B&B.
shortlet.
That's just B&B, no air.
Yeah, so I
Because,
think we should even sort of establish what Airbnbs
is.
are.
Okay.
Because Airbnb is a registered company.
Yeah.
And then there are also shortlet apartments now that have become quite popular.
And then they just call
in
them
this part, and they call them
Airbnb as well.
Airbnbs. So they are not really Airbnbs. They don't. All shortlets in Lagos do not work or are not under the Airbnb. Airbnb isn't. So, but anyway, that's another conversation. That's not what we're.
I mean,
talking
your
about.
experience is actually like terrible, and it's
It was
bad.
actually.
Coming back to the story, yes, I think what really got me upset is when you're frustrated about something,
Right.
and you're trying to take out your anger. I understand how you can feel, especially when you have the plan of saying, "Oh, I want to use a space, I want to do this and that." But the question is, what do you really do? Because what this lady decided to do is, I don't know if it was her lipstick or she got marker, and then she went to write "do better" on the couch,
sofa.
on the sofa, and then she also wrote
She put
XO,
and then
I
she
don't know if
damaged
maybe tic-tac-toe,
the
maybe you're playing X and O, that tic-tac-toe game. She just put XO everywhere, and I'm like, what is really going on?
She ripped some of the wall paintings and the wallpapers.
Why? Yes, you're frustrated. You don't like the service, but why do that? Guess what? There are laws in this country that would actually get you in trouble for doing something like that. When you damage someone's property, you have to pay for it.
It's a criminal offense.
It is a criminal offense.
Yeah.
So for her to now go into the apartment and then she's doing all that. Come on. Yes, you are angry. You're frustrated. The AC didn't work. They even try to. Although I don't like to always talk about stories that I don't hear from the two sides. All right, but yeah, even if the AC did not work, yes, you're upset. You're sweating. It's not the excitement that you wanted. Why go that far to destroy the property of the space? It's not nice now. The worst part about this story are the beautiful pictures of the young lady. Now, if you look at this, I wish we had the pictures. If you look at this lady, you would not in any way or form imagine her do something like this. She doesn't have that face. She's so calm. She's so brilliant. She's so beautiful.
She's so brilliant. Have you heard her speak?
Don't you know how brilliant people look?
I don't know how the brilliant people look.
The same way you look. That's how they look. Brilliant people look like you. But my point is, I did not expect that she would do something. Now let me say why. Let me tell you why I'm saying this. There are certain people.
While you're going, I'll just quickly check what the criminal offense is.
All right, because now I'm saying that there are certain people,
judicially,
based on how they are dressed,
Yeah.
based on how they look, you expect some certain reactions from them. If someone comes in and then from time to time the person wants to take you get an Airbnb space, and the person is already like always checking their nose or giving twitching, you can tell that okay, this person might just misbehave in there. But if someone comes in properly and the person is telling you that, oh, this is the situation I'm having in my room, the AC isn't working, and now you're trying to solve the problem for the person now leaves the Airbnb, although there should be some caution fees to these things.
So, there is caution. So there are caution fees. But then again, if you look at because those caution fees are actually, refundable. Right.
Yes. So when they check the space,
once you check this. But then again, if you look at the damage, is this surmountable or commensurate to
she destroyed the caution fee. she tore the caution fee.
So wait, let me establish here what the law says about damaging of private property. So as outlined in section 451 of the Criminal Code Act, it's a misdemeanor punishable by imprisonment for up to 2 years. Unless otherwise specified. So here's a more detailed breakdown. Any person who willfully and unlawfully destroys or damages any property is guilty of an offense, which is a misdemeanor. The penalty for this is imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years. If the property in question is public property owned or occupied by the government, a department or statutory corporation, the penalties are even more severe, potentially including imprisonment for up to 14 to 21 years, depending on the nature of the property and the damage.
You should also add a bag of rice. There's always, I don't know if you've noticed that most of the laws always have, the fine is also a bag of rice. And I'm not even kidding. Most of these laws always have like a bag of rice attached to them as well.
Well, so if the company actually decides to sue her, she's liable.
Yeah, but I think the most important thing right now is to
Right.
find her first.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
let's find
But
her
then I
first.
feel that it can also be settled amicably.
Of course,
I mean, if
of
she can pay for those damages,
Of
but then
course.
she shouldn't do that. But then again, this is also. I mean, it's also a warning, or it's so at least now that you know, you know, see, you hear this here, wake up Nigeria,
Yes,
it's a
we told
criminal
you.
offense.
Told you
There's
guys.
a penalty to it, so don't
Told
go
you
damaging
guys.
people's property. If they sue you, you are going to prison for
Yes.
2 years. Yeah, but
guys.
anyways, yeah, but don't go damaging people's properties, please. I feel that if you are not comfortable with a service that is being rendered, I feel like there are better ways to settle this, and make your complaints known. You don't have to go damaging people's things or seizing their properties.
Yeah.
So people do that as well. Anyways, that's it on our coffee juice. Thank you so much, Chef Reggie, for joining us.
Yes.
For having me.
No, I will not seize your yam or destroy your food. I will swallow it. I'll swallow it. I'll take it in.
We've got a quick break, people. The show continues. Stay with us. Welcome back. We can't emphasize that enough, and that's because we are happy to receive you. And I hope you're also happy to receive us. Welcome, guys.
That's a very wicked laugh. When you do, it's wicked. You have to smile like. Yeah, it's more chill. Okay, go ahead.
Welcome, guys, to the second half of the Wednesday edition of your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria. We are revved up and ready to keep the momentum going as we delve deeper into the heart of the week and the show.
That's true and that's right. Now, the first hour was just the beginning. Now, we're about to elevate and just, the excitement. We're about to give you guys something more. We're about to give you guys more. Make this an unforgettable experience for everyone who is watching at home. And I'm sure you guys will enjoy it.
Of course, Wednesdays are all about finding that sweet spot between reflection and action, between looking back and looking ahead. So let's strike that perfect balance together, shall we? Are you ready?
Ready!
Let's go.
Why you sound like that? Are you ready? Let's go. It's are you ready? You have to take it up. Ready? Yeah, ready. It's like you're not ready.
Bro, go sit down. My name is Emil Koche.
And my name is Edgar Eric, and now we are like, don't take us too seriously, guys.
Right.
Please do not take us too seriously.
Right. We like to have too much fun right here on the show.
Yes,
right?
we always have fun on the show.
Just as Edgar's going to take me out for lunch later on today.
Yeah.
For that fine dining experience.
Sure, that's fine. Spend a few pounds on you, about 100 or 450 pounds.
That's small money. But anyways, guys, you can join us live from absolutely anywhere across the globe. Head on.
So, did you just say 150 pounds for lunch on you is small?
Yeah, that's small.
Okay, now spend it on me now. Spend it on me.
I can spend it on you, and I'll spend more than that, actually.
So she's going to take me out for lunch later today.
That's small thing. We're also live on GOTV channel 27 and UHF band 49.
Yeah,
people.
we're on X, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, Instagram. We have a new handle. It is now at tvc.entertainment. Yes, we know you guys have always been following TVC Entertainment _, but now it has changed. It is now tvc.entertainment.
Remember to use the hashtag people Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all our social media platforms. We're on X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We're there.
We're
right.
everywhere.
Yes, we're everywhere.
Yeah.
We're like sand. Let's dive right into what we have in the second half, people. So yes, we still have Chef Reggie right here in the kitchen with us, making boiled yam and her macro fish sauce, which I can't wait to have because yam is my favorite meal.
Oh, that's lovely.
Right,
That's lovely. I also love yam as well.
And on DIY today, guys, we are going to be delving into some kitchen hacks. Yes, I've got some kitchen hacks for you. How to preserve your vegetables. Ooh. I know, right? And a little bit of recycling here and there, just a stint of it. But most importantly, how to preserve your vegetables.
That's interesting.
Right.
Yes. I think I still have like maybe some vegetables at home that are getting bad, and I think I'll probably need that one. I need this one.
Right.
I need this one.
And for wellness today, we have Essien Oluwabukola. She's a highly innovative event professional with over 13 years of experience in the event space. And today, we are delving into another interesting wellness conversation.
And to wrap the show, we have another beautiful performer. This guy started the show and then he just gave us some great tunes. He's coming again. We have Boy Judah, and he's going to be giving us some amazing tunes at the end of the show. Talented young guy. I cannot wait to have another song from this guy again. So you see, he reminds you of...
Boy Judah reminds me of Lion of the Tribe of Judah.
Yes, so we had the interview together, and I think that's where he actually got the name Judah from.
Lion of the
Tribe of Judah.
I think that's my favorite name in which I revere God.
Lion of the Tribe of Judah.
Lion of the Tribe of Judah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when I say it, it makes his head swell. Like the Lion of the Tribe of Judah.
Nice, nice. I like that one. Nice, nice.
All right, people. The show is still here. We're not going anywhere. We just need you to stick around. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
All right.
Hi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, there's only one or two things that can get me this excited. One of which is food. Yes, I love food, especially when you're making one of my favorite meals. And today we are having boiled yams and macrofish sauce. Yes, super excited. Haha. Okay, Chef Reggie is here, and she's the one preparing the breakfast, just so you know. So you don't think that's okay. Well, so please go ahead. Let's talk about the ingredients and then tell us how far we've come.
Okay. Yeah, we have already deboned mackerel fish. It's been cooked, so it's been deboned right now. And here I have the sauce boiling. I'm going to bring to a boil to like dry up the water a bit.
Okay, so tell us what we have in there.
Okay, in here we have some groundnut oil, tomato paste, onion, and the pepper mix, and a little bit of seasoning. Yes, so I'm just bringing that to a boil just to make it dry up a bit.
Okay.
And here we have our yam. It's been boiled already.
That yam looks good. What did you add in it?
I just added some onion and salt. That's everything.
When did you put in the yam? Sorry, the onions.
Okay, I like from the beginning. I added the yam, the onion, then salt, then water.
No. Say that again.
I added the yam, then a little bit of chopped onions and some salt, and that was it.
And then in the water.
No. I added the water afterwards.
Okay, wait. So you already have the sliced yam
yes.
in the pot.
Yes.
Then you added a bit of salt.
Yes.
Then added the blended onions.
Yes, I did.
And then you added the water.
Yes.
And then you cooked everything together.
Yes, that was what I did.
And then everything. Ooh.
So I drained the water after cooking though.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I drained the
and
water.
you know why? Because I can feel the flavor. I can smell the flavor.
Yes, that's the onion.
Yeah, that's onions for you. And I know that we are going to have DIY later on, but let me quickly drop one kitchen hack for you. And that's because we are making sauce right here. So to get the best of your sauce, use a lot of onions.
Very important.
Don't even play on those onions. I know that there are times that onions can be like gold.
Expensive. Yeah.
You have to dig and dig and dig before you find it. But I mean, if you really want to get the best flavor from your stew, people, use your onions. Be generous with that onions. I tried it for the first time over the weekend because I was making fish stew. I told you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It was so nice.
I didn't only blend it with the atarudo and the tatashi and the bawa. I also chopped a lot of it
onions,
as well.
yeah.
The white onions especially.
Yes, very good.
My gosh. It's going to take you on a journey. Right, I know. Yeah. Right. Yes, so and it smells good.
Yes,
so
it does.
what pepper mix do we have here?
Okay, we have Should I speak Yoruba or English?
Speak Yoruba.
Okay, we have rodo, we have shombo and tatashe, and a little bit of tomato, not too much.
So in terms of proportion, I think
Yes.
that's also one of the challenge that I have when it comes to having my pepper mix, right? In
Okay.
terms of proportion,
Yeah.
I always do not know which should be more. Should it be the pepper? Should it be the shombo? Should it be, which one is bawa? Which one is shombo?
Okay, rodo is habanero,
Yeah.
shombo is scotch bonnet, and then the
Which,
shombo is scotch bonnet, the tiny one, the tiny long
the
one.
long chili
Yes.
pepper.
Yes, yes, the tiny long
Yeah,
one.
that's the chili pepper. I thought that
Yes.
was bawa.
Bawa. Yes, it's also called bawa. in Yoruba.
Okay,
Yes,
just
yes.
wanted to be sure.
Yes, yes,
Right.
and then the big red bell peppers. So
That's
I did.
tatashi.
Yes, I deseeded everything because blending together with the seed would give it this sour taste, like bitter taste.
So you have to remove the
Yes,
seed.
you have to deseed
Now
it.
that's another kitchen hack for you
Yes,
guys.
you have to deseed the pepper.
Oh.
Yes, and I also added a little bit of tomato. That's why I use tomato paste because tomato tends to bring out water. That's why I'm cooking it so it can dry up the water a bit.
Before we add in all the other
Exactly,
ingredients,
yes,
right? So we
yes.
want to ensure that the water dries off. So
Yes,
once the
dries
water
up a
dries
bit.
off, what's
Yeah.
next?
I'm going to be adding the fish.
Okay.
The already deboned fish. I added
Okay.
a little bit of stock water already.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm going to be adding this. I've seasoned, I've salted it, so I don't really need to do much
And
anymore.
then our masala has gone in as
yes,
well.
also yes, that's gone in.
okay.
Yes, yes.
You know, I always thought that to properly preserve the flavor from your ingredients,
Yeah.
from your spices rather, you wait for the water to drain off and
Before-
then you add your spices so that it still preserves all that flavor.
For me, what I do, the first thing I added into the pot was the groundnut oil.
Okay.
Then the onion. Then I added my spices. That's the masala. So frying the spices also enhances the flavor.
flavor.
Yes. So it's going to stay there. It's not going anywhere. It's going to stay.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Well, guys, if you're not in the studio or anywhere around here, well, we cannot blame you, but because the flavor coming out of this pot right now, it smells really good,
Yeah.
guys, and I know it's just going to taste even amazing as
Yeah.
well. Well done, well
Thank
done.
you.
Breakfast is almost served and ready. If this is something you're going to be making for breakfast this morning, whether for yourself or for the kids or any family member or friend or loved one, use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC to share your pictures and videos with us across all our social media platforms. We want to be sure that we're not doing this without you. We'll be right back. The show continues shortly.
All right, we have someone familiar. This is not the first time she's here, but we have Essien Oluwabukola, who is a highly innovative event professional with over 13 years of experience in the event space. Now, she is the brain behind Polished Stone Emergency Services, providing top-notch health services and safety to social and well-being at corporate functions. So she is also certified. She's also certified in etiquette and poise and human management for prestigious London schools and protocols and etiquette with EPRA. Now, we are here to talk about an amazing topic on burnout. Now, burnout in its full essence and, the full topic, burnout, really. Now, I want to ask a question. We live in a country where everyone is burning out one way or the other. I'll tell you why I say that. It's either you're stressed at work, or you are stressed on your way back with traffic, or your landlord is stressing you for rent, or your girlfriend or wife, for those that are married or have girlfriends or side chicks, they're also stressing you. Then if you have children, especially those that are very stubborn, they are also stressing you. Life in general is stressing you because bills upon bills upon bills. My question is, how do we manage stress or burnout? Or how do we stay fit or stop being burnt out in a state like Lagos?
Okay, Edgar, it's nice to be back here.
Nice to be back. Nice to have you again.
Yeah. All right, the thing is, we need to know what burnout is first. Okay, you need to know the problem before you know how to.
Yeah, the solution, exactly.
So burnout is an exhaustion, mental, physical, and emotional exhaustion. So you can actually burn out in any area of your life,
Yeah.
work, family, relationship,
mentally,
you can actually burn out. So we know it's an exhaustion. So how do we help or cope? The first is to find out the triggers.
Okay.
What are the things that cause you to burn out? What are the things that are working you out? Because burnout doesn't just start like that, all right? It starts from stress.
True.
Then stress that are not well attended to, you know, gets the chronic stress. From chronic stress, then you burn out, all right? So once you can get the triggers, then you can address the triggers. For us here, the traffic, you can't address the traffic because you can't really predict what's going to happen. You can take a look at, what happened last week, Wednesday. It was crazy. And everyone, you know, some people didn't even get home. Some got home. I know someone that got home by 5 a.m. and you know.
I also experienced the traffic. As a matter of fact, I started making friends with people around. Like, hey, guy, do you have USB cord? Just blow me or come here and charge my phone. I beg. How far? What's your name? You know.
So
it's terrible.
And that person is going to resume back to work
the next day.
So the person is exhausted, no good sleep. So if you know for that kind of person that you know feels burned out, of course you lack sleep. So you need to know what is making you burn out. If you have a toxic relationship, you just have to stay off the relationship. There are other ways you can actually help, you know, when it comes to burnout. You can do things like socialize, get into a community where you know that you can pull strength and pull motivation from. You know, talk to friends. Don't stay where you are. As long as you stay where you are, as long as you stay, you keep having that lack of enthusiasm to move on. So once you can discover the trigger, then you can address the issue. You know, there are so many ways we can address
So you talk about triggers. I would like to know more about these triggers. Now, I understand that with the example I gave, Lagos stress, traffic and all can be trigger stress. But what else apart from stress?
Okay, like I said earlier, burnout can be any aspect of your life. Okay. But for instance, work environment, the triggers could be you are having excess time. You don't have a time where you say, okay, I'm closing, I'm shutting down. You don't know how to delegate. Okay, you've been assigned or you know how to do these things so well and you want to do it all by yourself. You delegate, you assign, and you know. So if you know that this is a trigger, you don't delegate, then you have to start delegating. You can have triggers at home where the children, like you said, the children, especially now that they are going on break, some parents are already thinking, how am I going to cope?
What are we going to do? Yes.
Do you understand? So you begin to discover the things that you can do. Sometimes money can do some things for you. Send the money on errand, you know, get some things done with money. You don't have to do it yourself. Do you understand?
Now, based on your experience, what are some coping mechanisms that one can, you know, put in place?
Hang out with friends.
Hang out with friends.
All right, shut down the screen. Reduce your screen.
No, except
time.
it's Wake Up Nigeria. If it's Wake Up, do not shut it down. Yeah,
no, when I talk about screen, we're also looking at the social media.
Yes.
YouTube. It's not like you should stay off completely,
Just
but
give
at
yourself
that moment, give yourself some break. Have some break time. Do some exercise. All right. Eat out. For me, sometimes when I'm feeling like I'm burning out, I call friends that I know that we really
would
relate.
give it the right energy.
Yeah, some other people listen to music.
Yes.
You can actually listen to music. Some others podcasts. You know, so look for what works for you. But it's not the time for you to start eating, and you know, some people do that when they're burning out. You know, so just look for the right set of community. Like I said, I'm in a community of event planners where you feel stressed, you come there and they pull you up. You understand? So there are some WhatsApp groups some people are in. It's draining them. It's not helping them. So you just turn off notification.
Wow.
You understand?
So I understand that physical stress, or when you're getting to that point for the body, you require like sleep and good food, you know. But what about the mental stress? The one where you really cannot control. For example, just look at the, you know, I'm using, you know, generic example here. Imagine a lady who has about 3 or 4 kids and she has this tough nights with 5 jobs, and then she has a nagging husband. These are people that you have to see every day. And then you will not tell your husband, oh, you know, I just need some time when you have kids to still take care of and then you have work to prepare for. What advice do you give people like that who are experiencing stress every single day? What can they do?
You look for what is called support system. We have support system.
Support system.
You have your children, you have your husband that is nagging, you have your children that's giving you a tough time.
Yeah.
It's not everybody in the world that is giving you a tough time.
Okay.
Okay, you could have your family, it could be a sister, it could be a brother, it could be your religious setting. That's your support system. You look for help in your support system. Look for counseling, talk about it. Sometimes you just need someone to listen actively without even saying anything. The fact that you're sitting down there and I'm talking to you and you're listening has a way of helping me to ease off.
Yeah, I totally agree. There are certain people that just want to express themselves, just looking for an opportunity to just speak.
Just listen to me. So you don't have to look at the challenges, the things that triggers your stress as at that time. Look for support system. You can get support system anywhere that you think works for you. I get support system from religious setting. I get support system from my community. I get support system from my immediate family. You know, because the truth is that sometimes these children really make you, but you can just say, okay, you know what, I just want to talk about this. This is how I feel. And they give you words of encouragement. They tell you, keep moving, we're right behind you, we can do this. And you just feel this refreshing. So you look for support
So I know
system.
you have a brilliant organization. How do they help in, in topics or issues like this? Do they help in any way?
Well, right now where we play a role, because we are not counselors,
Okay.
or we're not therapists, some people might have to go for counseling and therapy because it's becoming very critical, especially when you are not addressing the burnout. You feel like I can still go on, I can still move, and then you're breaking down, and you still think you're standing, So we don't do counseling and therapy, but what we do is bringing, like I discussed last week, emergency services to some certain work areas where people can easily access our service. You know, you need someone to talk to. We have people you could just sit down and just talk to. Then, like the area I work, events, we have, for instance, decorators working overnight. We have planners working overnight. They're exhausted. And then we just render services in healthcare that can actually help them, to feel stronger again. So for someone that's really, feeling so burned out, might have to get to a counselor or a therapist that will tell them what to do.
All right. Now, for companies, maybe, people who work at different places that need help, or how to include something like this in their businesses, what do you advise them to do?
Okay, that's where occupational health comes in.
What can they do to just improve the work life of their staff?
There are some companies here in Lagos that I know, for instance, have a nursery for their staff.
Ooh.
Yes, I know about 2 or 3 of them here in Lagos. For staffs that maybe just put to bed, and because of their mind, they need their mind to be settled. Because when we talk about health, we're not just talking about the medicals, we're talking about the mental, we're talking about the emotions. So for the person to be at rest and be more productive at work, they created nursery. So you could go breastfeed your child and move. So they could also have other services whereby they can assess medicals.
Make ease work.
HMOs and all that.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Thank you so much for that. That is all that we can take at this time. But guess what? You also mentioned how food is very important to the health, well-being of people, right? Cool. We have something amazing for you in the kitchen, and we would like you to come taste and give us your feedback on what you think about the amazing meal made by one of our chefs.
This is the kind of meal that you drum roll for. Chef Reggie has done it again. Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen, Bukola.
Thank you.
Chef Reggie this morning has made for you boiled yam with mackerel fish sauce, right? And I know someone, just in case you're wondering what mackerel fish is, Titus. So,
Just you guys don't go to the market and
I mackerel fish.
You go
I can get mackerel fish 1 kilo and mackerel kilo. Please dig in, Bukola. Let us know. While Chef Reggie tell us how she put it together quickly.
Okay, basically it's just about boiling the yam and adding some onion for more flavor and salt for taste. And then the sauce, I pan-fried the mackerel or Titus fish first. Then I flaked it, deboned it. Then I fried the sauce before adding the mackerel fish. Then I finished off with sprinkle of curry leaf.
This is good.
When you hear when I finished off,
This really tastes nice.
It's nice. Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
It tastes nice.
Thank
I
you.
really wish the camera got the look on your
look
face.
That look of satisfaction, like,
Like, oh,
Well done, Chef.
Thank you.
Well
Thank
done,
you so much.
Reggie.
Thank you.
Well done. And thank you to all our guests for being on the show today. Well, we still have Boy Judah, who's going to wrap up the show with a bang.
Let's go.
Boy Judah, ready for us?
Yes, he's super ready. He's
Take
always
it
ready.
away.
Let's go.
I ain't never seen any God when they love like you. Ain't no God when they love like you. In the land, in the air, when they love like you. Like you, when they love like you. I ain't never seen any man when they love like you. Ain't no man when they love like you. Shane a black on a white when they love like you. Like you, when they love like you. I ain't never seen any God when they love like you. And no God when they love like you. In the land, in the air, when they love like you. In the land, in the air, no one like you. I ain't never seen any man when they love like you. And no man when they love like you. Shane a black on a white when they love like you. Cause it's your love, they hide me now. Giving me strength and stamina. Your love be for my body now. Share this love just for me now, me now, me now. Hide me now. Giving me strength and stamina. Your love be for my body now. Share this love just for me now, me now, me now. Ain't nobody love me like my God. Love me like my God. The love they sweet me, I just stay from. Ain't nobody love me like my God. Love me like my God. The love they sweet me, I just stay Jesus. My number one lover. My number one lover. Ever since I met you, me, I got no other. Ever since I met you, me, I got no other. You first, before every other. Before every other. No one else can take your place, no one we ever. No one else can take your place, no one we ever. I ain't never seen any God when they love like you. Ain't no God when they love like you. In the land, in the air, when they love like you. I ain't never seen any man when they love like you. Ain't no man when they love like you. Shane a black on a white when they love like you. Yeah. I ain't never seen any God when they love like you. Ain't no God when they love like you.